First and goal, it's over to Tony, and he tiptoes to Andy this week. He gave us every indication that he was going to be a lot more than 1 yard line. Up 7-0. Tony gets the handoff, and Tony.
Kill. You know, Hardman being out, you see, but this is his ability just to sense and feel. He didn't have to do a whole lot of work there.
Wow, how about that? To Tony. Slips right through that tackle.
Wow, you see
look at him go.
You believe they forget he was hurt. I mean, remember when he hurt.
Look at that fake. To go deep. Sideline. Feet are down. What a catch by Tony. Yards and a touchdown.
Well, you see it's called a sluggo, but this is why to see him in this offense with Mahomes, because you could see his juice, right? He's got.
Kansas City Chiefs get a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. My takeaways from Sunday's game.
65 toss power trap. That might pop wide open, Rats.
Chiefs in Arrowhead at 27, Jaguars 17. A game that was a little weird starting out with as the Jags get an onside kick to start the game. Started off a little bit weird. I was like, is this going to be a trap game for the Chiefs? What is going on? As the Jags immediately get, I thought they would maybe get a fake field goal or a fake punt. I knew that was going to maybe come from this Jags team as they have to try to get some leverage versus overpowered Chiefs team. But it was an onside kick to start the game. I thought that was a crazy move by Doug Peterson. I remember back in the day, Todd Haley used to do that a lot. He did it like 3 or 4 times with the Chiefs to like start a game. I know he did it versus the Colts once. It didn't work. But the Jags do it, but they ended up not scoring on that drive. This was kind of a weird game. I thought the Jags did not play terrible, but they didn't play great. The Chiefs could have won that game 40-0 if they wanted to. They were a little slow at times. They turned over the ball. They still ended up winning 27-17. But Pacheco running the ball, and he turns it over. And I was like, oh, here we go. I called out the running backs last week, and they still cannot get it going. But I thought Pacheco got it going. Pacheco went out there, and he started running the ball angry. He was looking like Larry Johnson, running the ball angry. And it was kind of a Kareem Hunt moment. Fumbled the ball, got the ball back, got his moments back, and was running the ball. He had 82 yards rushing on 17 carries. And Jerick McKinnon, 50 yards receiving. Clyde, yes. Clyde, I think Clyde time is done. I think they're gonna bench Clyde. And let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you guys think Clyde is done or if you guys think that they could still use Clyde Edwards on this team the rest of this year and even next year. So make sure you guys comment below. But yeah, Clyde, I in my opinion, and I'll give you my opinion, I don't think they're going to go back to him. And I like Clyde. I really do. I just don't think they're going to go back to him. I think they see that Pacheco's the guy to go with, and they're going to go with Pacheco. So I think Clyde time is done. But I like the way the running backs play. They played very, very well. I like the way the running backs have come along. They just need to be more consistent. I know I talk about the running backs in every one of my videos because I'm a running backs guy as long as a QB guy. But the running backs, slowly but surely, every game I feel like they're coming along. And then some games, they just shit the bed and they cannot get it going. Some of the things I want to talk about is MVS. MVS is the most up and down guy I've ever seen. But hey, he had a hell of a catch Sunday, played pretty well, I thought, especially when Juju went out. And we'll talk about Juju here in a minute, don't worry. He went out, I thought he played very well. But there's one guy who the NFL done messed up. I hope you're listening, NFL. You let the Chiefs get Kadarius Toney. You let the Chiefs get Kadarius Toney. That man, and you guys are going to see the clip right here, fixed his gloves. mid-route, jumped up on a trampoline, came down with the ball on 2 guys. His touchdown where he's hopping into the end zone. Kadarius Toney looked phenomenal. I think he may be I don't want to get carried away. I'm not that guy. Just overreaction Monday. I don't want to be that guy. He may be the future of this wide receiver core. Like he's making guys miss and just dodging guys in and out. I like Kadarius Toney a lot. I may have a Kadarius Toney jersey up there by the end of the season. I like Kadarius Toney a lot. And I think when Hardman comes back, those 2 guys out there are going to be deadly. Because it's going to be similar to Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman. But the only difference is I don't think that McCole Hardman is going to be in the shadow of Tyreek Hill. I think that was Hardman's problem for the longest, and that's why I think he's playing a lot better now. It's because he was in the shadow of Tyreek Hill. Now if these 2 guys, they don't have to be in the shadow of anybody. They can just play alongside each other. And I feel like there's more camaraderie in that aspect of this Chiefs locker room now more than ever. It's not, it's Juju is the head of the wide receiver room. MVS, this guy. No, they're just one. I think that is huge right now for the Chiefs wide receiver core. So those are my first 2 takeaways, running backs and the wide receivers. I usually give you the running backs, wide receivers, DNs, all that stuff in my takeaways because you have to. But this is going to be my other takeaway. It's not going to be so nice. I'm wearing number 7 right now, but this is an old Matt Castle jersey. He did have one good season, so I thought I'd put him on today. Harrison Butker, I love you, brother. You're probably one of the greatest Chiefs kickers of all time. Top 3 Chiefs kicker of all time. Maybe 1. If you're not hurt, my man, go sit down. I think he'll get it around. He'll get healthy later on in the year, and he'll be okay. Because I feel like he does every year in the playoffs, he's going to make a big kick. He's going to. Write that down. He'll make a big kick. But you got to get healthy. He's the type of basketball player, and I said this last time. I was a basketball player for a long time in my life. He's the type of guy, I know plenty of guys like this. My brother, he was a college athlete, played in the pros, all that. He could catch from 50 feet out, 3-pointers, no problem. Broke his school record in college. But he would get on the free throw line, clunk, couldn't hit a free throw. That's Harrison Butker. He'll make the 57-yarder to win the game, and he'll clunk a 22-yarder. Mr. Butt Kicker, what are you doing? Get your shit together. I don't want to rant on this Victory Tuesday, but Harrison Butker, get it together, my man. You're better than that. And I like Harrison Butker. It is Harrison Butker, and it is Justin Tucker. And it's the other way around. Justin Tucker, Harrison Butker, of course. Those are the 2 best kickers in the league. But Mr. Butker, you got to get together. Special teams, get it together. Jody Fortson, get it together. I want to see more out of you, Jody. Sky Moore, get it together. Even Kadarius Toney, what are you doing? You don't need to be taking punts back at the 3-yard line. Let it bounce in the end zone, my man. Dave Tope, I think, has too much freedom at times, and Andy needs to get in his ass sometimes. So, takeaway number 3, special teams, get it together. Let's go. And for takeaway number 4, I just want to shout out some players. I know I usually do at the end. For takeaway number 4, I'm going to shout out some guys. Carlos Dunlap, you got your 100th sack. Congratulations, my man. You've had a great career in Cincinnati. You even went to the Seahawks and played pretty well. And now with the Chiefs, you had your 100th sack in Arrowhead with the Chiefs. Congratulations, my man. And I want to see him more out in the field. Let me know what you guys think, if he should be out there a little bit more. The Chiefs will get Frank Clark back. And I like this. The D-line is starting to form. The D-line and the defense is starting to form. The defense is always going to get better later on in the year with Steve Spagnuolo. The cornerbacks have been phenomenal. These young guys have been great. Trent McDuffie looks very, very good. Very good. So I like the way these cornerbacks have played so far. Joshua Williams, I thought, started off slow versus the Bills, and now he's playing better. And they're rookies. Yes, there's going to be times in the playoffs they get burnt, and there's going to be some good wide receivers you play against. I'll be curious to see if they have to go against the Dolphins, how that matchup would be. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. We'll get to that later on in the season. Don't worry about that. But yeah, this has been an absolute great showing from these rookies. I have no problem with these rookie corners so far. They have played great. George, I want to see a little bit more from George. He has not played bad. Don't get me wrong. But I want to see more from George Karlaftis. He's not played bad at all, but I want to see more from him. I want to see him actually get to the quarterback. He's not great with pressure, has been getting almost there, but I want to see him get there. So George Karlaftis, let's get to the quarterback, brother. And a couple other guys as I finish my takeaway number 4. Obviously, Kadarius Toney looked very, very good. Juju was looking good until that illegal hit by Cisco, whatever the heck his name is, number 5, Cisco. The first one, the first hit on Juju, at first I said, is that a penalty? The second time I looked at it, I said that's a penalty. Juju's mother did post on social media that he was okay. So that's good to hear. And Patrick Mahomes said, no, he was laughing, giggling, messing with the guys after the game. He was his usual self after the game. So that's good. I don't think he'll play versus the Chargers. We'll see later on in the year. I don't think he'll play with the Chargers. But I thought Juju's been playing well. McCole Hardman, I think, if he, hopefully he can come back versus Chargers game and have himself a game. Because if the Chiefs win this game on Sunday, they basically win their division. They win the AFC West in Week 11. Week 11, guys. They will win the AFC West. They will have a 4-game lead almost on the Chargers. They'll have a 3-game lead plus the tiebreaker, so that's 4 games on the Chargers. And the other 2 teams don't exist. We're not going to talk about them. But getting into the whole NFL aspect of last week, Bills losing to the Minnesota Vikings in a nutshell of a game. And that brings me to take number 5. Patrick Mahomes is MVP. He's on pace for 49 touchdowns, 5,552 yards, the NFL record. And people still want to say that Josh Allen is an MVP and that Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes. You can't lead the league in interceptions and think you are better than Patrick Mahomes. It's clear cut now, guys. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Josh Allen has 4 INTs in the red zone the last 3 games. Not good. Not good, folks. Leads the league in interceptions. Has not played well. Has 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And has a 67 QBR in the last 3 games. Patrick Mahomes has 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And 1,200 yards. Patrick Mahomes is that guy. If y'all don't think Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league by now, you're just hating. And that's okay. Because you can hate the Chiefs. You can not give the Chiefs their credit, but you're going to have to face the Chiefs. I'll tell you that. Well, everyone, those were my takeaways for this week's TPT podcast. Make sure you guys tune into our videos all week long. We release videos every Tuesday, Friday. Make sure, of course, you guys go check out Jaden's jerseys for awesome throwback jerseys like this, hats, and apparel behind me like that. All the social media is here next to you course, you guys need to go check out my Twitter as well. I post there every day. As long as my TikTok will be TikTok live every single day, talking it up, not just NFL, but other sports as well, if you guys are into that. So make sure you guys go check that out. Be on the lookout for a Discord, guys. I'll be coming out with a Jaden's Jerseys Discord. So make sure you guys go check that out later on. But that'll do it for today's video. I will see you guys on Friday previewing the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell to see our videos each week.